Hey guys, welcome back. Today is Halloween, so I'm going to show you a little something creepy. Kind of, not really, just interesting. So some of you are aware of how the mainstream or Hollywood or the powers that be will show you something in advance that they plan on bringing forth in the future. It's technically a form of sigil magic, like witchcraft. Some of you are not into that kind of thing or haven't like researched it or anything, but sigil magic. So I'm going to show you a little clip after this, but basically if you watch movies and you watch Hollywood, they will throw little tidbits out there. They will give you like sprinklings of truth, and that way when it actually happens in reality, your mind is already kind of prepared for it to happen. And it's not so big of a surprise, and it's not so unbelievable when it actually happens.
Why do such a thing and lie about it? Our own government.
Your own government lies as a matter of course, as a matter of policy. The Tuskegee experiments on black men in the 30s, Henrietta Lacks.
What are they trying to do?
That's the missing piece.
But it's not hard to imagine. A government hiding, hoarding alien technology for 70 years at the expense of human life and the future of the planet. Driven not only by corporate greed, but a darker objective.
The takeover of America.
And then the world itself, by any means necessary, however violent, or cruel, or efficient. By severe drought, brought on by weather wars, conducted secretly using aerial contaminants and high-altitude electromagnetic waves. In a state of perpetual war. To create problem, reaction, solution scenarios to distract, enrage, and enslave American citizens at home. With tools like the Patriot Act and the National Defense Authorization Act, which abridge the Constitution in the name of national security. The militarization of police forces in cities across the U.S., the building of prison camps by the Federal Emergency Management Agency with no stated purpose, the corporate takeover of food and agriculture, pharmaceuticals and healthcare, even the military in clandestine agendas to fatten, dull, sicken, and control a populace already consumed by consumerism.
And I encourage you all to go shopping more.
A government that taps your phone, collects your data, and monitors your whereabouts with impunity. A government preparing to use that data against you when it strikes. And the final takeover begins.
The takeover of America.
By a well-oiled and well-armed multinational group of elites that will cull, kill, and subjugate.
Happening as we sit here.
It's happening all around us.
The other shoe waiting to drop.
It'll probably start on a Friday. The banks will announce a security action necessitating their computers to go offline all weekend.
Digital money will disappear.
They can just steal your money?
Followed by the detonation of strategic electromagnetic pulse bombs to knock out major grids.
What will seem like an attack on America by terrorists or Russia.
Or a simulated alien invasion using alien replica vehicles that exist and are already in use.
An alien invasion of the U.S.
The Russians tried it in '47.
You can't say these things.
I'm going to say them tomorrow.
It's fear-mongering, claptrap, isolationist, techno-paranoia, so bogus and dangerous and stupid that it borders on treason. Saying these things would be incredibly irresponsible.
It's irresponsible not to say it.
Especially if it's the truth.
So that was pretty interesting, huh? It's like every conspiracy theory ever rolled into one clip on one episode of the new X-Files. I used to watch X-Files when I was a kid, and it was fun to kind of watch these like creepy conspiracy theory type things. But they brought the X-Files back, and now they're telling us new things, or throwing out new conspiracy theories, I guess. But it's the same things that we've all been studying and hearing about for years. And it's interesting because a lot of these things have kind of come to fruition, and you just wonder, are they telling us something before it actually happens? Just something to think about, guys. I'm going to show you some new preps that I got. Okay, so I have been slowly but surely adding non-food prepper type items, and this is over the course of several months that I've been acquiring this stuff. I didn't just go out and splurge buy it all at once. But I finally wanted to make like one big video with everything that I've gotten recently, and just to kind of give you guys ideas. Maybe there's some things that you're like, oh shoot, I didn't think about that. But just to kind of encourage you, things that you can get and add to your prepper repertoire, because it's not all about food. Okay, food related though. I finally got a pressure canner. It's the Presto stovetop pressure canner. Shout out to Mark Bottoms. I was in, what was it, Prepper Now's live stream, and you were in there talking about canning. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to start it. I've never tried it. I have no idea what I'm doing. I hope I can successfully can some stuff. But I think this is something that everybody should do, and I've been wanting to do it for a long time. I just was kind of scared of maybe giving myself botulism or something, but I'm going to go ahead and give it a go. So that's my pressure canner. I just got that yesterday, literally for my birthday. I got myself a pressure canner, so I haven't even busted into it yet. And then over here, I got a inverter, 750 watt inverter. Has some USB ports and some regular AC ports. Got this, I was gonna go camping and needed something to take with me, so I went ahead and got that. Got a couple of these, what are they called, like convertible or retractable bowls. They go down, they start out flat and then they expand out like this. They're for dogs, for food and water. So this is for Obi. Obi! There you go. This is for, that's like puppy preps. That if I'm going backpacking, camping, hiking, I can bring that with me. And then I got some tarred bank line. I don't remember how long. I don't know how much this is, but this was definitely a suggestion from quite a few people. And this is going to go in the bug out bag. And then also for bug out bag, I got the Bako Laplander. So this was a highly suggested saw. It's very, very lightweight. Made in Sweden. At first I was kind of worried because it seemed kind of flimsy, like the blade kind of bends. But very lightweight. I think it's going to be a good one, even because people suggested it to me, so I assume you guys are right. Then I got a torch attachment, a propane torch attachment. This goes on these little 1 pound containers of the Coleman propane or whatever brand propane that you get. And I thought it might be a good idea to have, to be able to use the propane for like a controlled burn, welding, all sorts of things. It was just a little cheap attachment, but I think that this is something handy to have. And then I got a bunch of batteries. I ordered 100 pack of AAA batteries because my headlamp and my smaller flashlights all used AAA batteries. So I got a bunch more of those. And then I finally got, well, not finally, I'm finally putting this in a video, the 12 gauge extension cord for my generator. So I had gotten a different extension cord, and I think it was probably a 14, maybe 16 gauge, and you guys said that was way too small and I needed something more powerful, or thicker, I'm sorry. So I got the 12 gauge, 25 foot, and that should be able to work just fine for my generator. And then also for the generator, I want to make sure I get all my like grid down prep stuff ready and situated. But my propane, or my generator is a propane or gas generator. So I need to get this regulator hose. This end goes to the actual propane tank, and then this end goes to the generator. So I assumed that it came with one, but when I finally busted into it, it didn't have a hose at all. So what good would it do me to have propane and a propane generator if I don't have the tools I need to actually make it work? So make sure you go through your preps. Make sure you have all the tools, the knickknacks, the parts, the pieces to actually use everything that you have. And then I got a really awesome sharpener. So it can sharpen hooks, fishing hooks, knives, blades, that kind of thing. And you see how easy that is? You don't have to be a professional. This is for like your beginner. You just use that little angle piece right there, and anybody can sharpen a blade. A sharp knife is definitely a must-have for any situation. And then I got a cleaning kit for my personal protection device. which it needs to be cleaned. So, what else? Okay, back here I got a couple oil lamps. I got 2 different types. This one, I don't know, this looks like your more traditional camping one on the left, and then this looks more like a decorative one. They work the same. Got some fuel here. I have tons of candles and flashlights, but I also wanted to have some lamps. And then some body warmers, Hot Hands brand body warmers. And I thought that was a really good idea. It's a huge patch you put on your back and it just kind of warms you up, warms your core. Not that it gets super cold in Florida, but it does get down there. It gets into the 30s sometimes, and I don't want to be, you know, out somewhere and not able to warm myself. And dun dun dun, I finally got myself a Little Buddy Mr. Heater, and these ones you can see run on the Coleman 1-pound propane tanks again. And this thing, I got super, super lucky, guys. I'm going to show you a screenshot of what happened, but Walmart was just putting these out on the shelves, and the whole shelf, it was like an end cap. The whole end cap was filled with these, and the sign above said 1997. And I was like, wow, that's a really good sale, like 20 bucks. These things are usually a whole lot more. And so I put one in my cart, and I thought I had to take a picture of the sign and where it was advertised for 1997, or somewhere around there, somewhere around $20. And I took it to the checkout thing, and it rang up as $67. And I showed the lady, I was like, it said 1997 on the sign. And she's like, oh yeah, the customer's always right. And so she marked it down for me. So I got this thing for 20 bucks, and it's normally 67. I feel very, very lucky. I should have gotten like 3 of them, to be honest, but I didn't want to be selfish. And then down here is just it's a 5-shelf wire rack for the prepper pantry, because I am having a major prepper pile up again, and there's stuff like all over my office, cans all over. I need to inventory them, and I need to put them up. I'm just running out of shelf space. So that's a 5-tier wire rack. I'm going to put a link down below for this because it was a really good deal. And then if I can find any of this other stuff just to help you guys source it, I'll put links down below. And if you click those links, it's like an Amazon affiliate thing. I really do appreciate it. If you guys get anything on Amazon whatsoever, even if it's not the items that I am showing you, if you click that link, I get a very small like finder fee or whatever you might want to call it, affiliate bonus. I don't know what they're called, but it really does help me out, and I appreciate it. But anyway, guys, I just want to show you what I have been acquiring and encourage you to keep doing the same.